This one seems to be like luring people in. They keep I think that's the running theme. Oh boy. There was a few scenes where it was like a man had been with a woman, but the woman was wackadoodle. She was batshit. I mean, she was awful. But she was, I don't even know, because there was, in all of them, it seemed like the female was, it was more than difficult. Anyway, so the husband was with this woman, but he also realized she was very vindictive. I mean, she just was awful. And so it was like he was trying to get away from her, but he knew like no other real man would be, it's like trapped by her, so to speak, like a mature masculine. I'm laughing just because it's like the terms we use. But anyway, but he knew like somebody who was looking to get, right, who it wasn't true love, would totally come in and swipe her thinking they would get, I don't know, lust or sex or I mean, same thing, but money, or there's like some incentive there. But he knew he also had to be like tricky about it. This is where it was like the man was actually luring in another man. Sorry. The scenes are kind of funny, and I wasn't sure I was picking up everything. But it was along these lines, okay? So it was along these lines of this idea. And it was like I think it was like the husband, or maybe it was the boyfriend, I don't know, recognized he was going to need, for him to get out, he was going to have to lure in another man. And then she would zone in on that new man. And it would have to be a man who was basically her match, right? Like also like conniving and manipulative and mean and just horrific. And they both would think that they were making out, right? Like winning or whatever. And then they would be trapped with one another, and then the husband could slip away. So there was that. It was this idea, more or less. I feel like I'm skipping a few of that, but it was more or less that. But then there was another one, and it was also alluring. It was, I'm hesitant to say these words because I feel like it's also kind of comical. It was like destiny swapping or something like this. It was like somebody wanted somebody else's life or purpose or something like this. And they tried to take it. They tried to like swoop in. And we've talked about that before. They've shown me very similar things. It was years ago they were showing this idea, but, and people it was showing like they could technically get away with some of it. It's just they don't realize what they're asking for, and then they can't follow through with it because they don't truly understand. So then they get like trapped in a hall of mirrors. And so it was a very similar idea, I think. I think that's what they were putting down. And yet, it was still luring. Like it was like, okay, you want to play that. So the people who had the quote good destinies because they worked for it, it was like a honeypot or something. It was like it was luring people in because they wanted it. But those who were looking to take or steal or, it's ill intent, right? Not earning it, not doing it for themselves, not loving themselves. again, it was like they were granted access or something like this, right? But then they got trapped. But it was like they were soaking up the bad karma. Oh God, please help me spit this part out. It was like they would get in, but then they didn't realize, like, with the good comes the bad. So those who were looking to get or take ended up soaking up or sucking up the nightmares or the traps or the difficulties for the person's life they wanted to take from. They're like, oh, so what ended up happening was, like, the universe was like, oh, sure, okay, you want to steal from them? Great. Here, they have to go through this hell, but you can take that hell on for them. Oh, you want to take from them? Oh, here you go. You can take this hell for them. And so it's like it's like they didn't see that trap or something. And so they got lured in. It's almost like false pretenses or something, but it's not. If you're looking to get or take, oh God, it was wild. And so it was like the person with a good destiny, their worst nightmares, which they had to face and go through, they no longer had to face or go through because so many people wanted to steal and take from them. So they got to steal and take the nightmares. That was what it was kind of like. I hope you can hear this. It's hard to verbalize it. I think it's hard to verbalize this because it's kind of wild, right? Like, it's like, huh? And so can you hear how both of those incidents are kind of the same? Again, I'm not sure I don't know if I can say it clear. It's like, but both of them, it seemed like people are lured in because they want to take. They see the good and they want to take the good, but they ended up, it's almost like getting tricked, but it's like, you wouldn't have been tricked if you were loving yourself and following your own life, but you weren't. So you can't get mad. You were looking to steal and take from another. You had ill intent. And so here you go. It's like it's justice, kind of, it's like, here you go. You get what you put out, right? Like it's that universal law, but it's showing it from, it's not funny, but it is kind of funny. It's, what do they say? Just desserts or something like that. It's like, sorry. Oh goodness. They woke me up for this, and it is kind of comical. And at the same time, not, right? It's like, oh shit. But hopefully it just wakes you up into loving yourself, loving your own life, and making sure that your intentions are pure, right? Make sure you ask yourself the right questions, because we can trick ourselves. We can lie to ourselves. So don't do that, right? Make sure you're going into things with pure intent. For your sake. People always, it's like, I need to clarify, like, it's always for your sake, right? The harder thing to do is for your sake. So if you don't want to do that, don't worry, you're hurting yourself, right? Like, you'll learn the hard way. Anyway, interesting.
Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.